We have the draft ready at the moment as well.
Let's go.
And Pseudo, try to get there in the comments. Let's talk to the people, see what they think, if you guys made fun of me or not. Peach, maybe you can guide us through the drafting as we go into our first few bands. Once again, this is going to be airasia, Saiyan, and Louvre SG Malaysia versus Singapore.
I was about to say I'm expecting a counted ban and quite a possible Gushan ban or a Fanny.
Right.
Louvre might, I don't know, we might have more than 2 assassin bans actually.
Right. And you guys mentioned it is the assassin meta, so they do want to focus on the most, the strongest as well.
Yep.
Going up against airasia, Saiyan, what do you think Louvre SG should be banning from the regular season? Anything specific? Fanny, right?
Like Fanny was the most banned throughout the entire season. I see no reason to remove her out. And Saiyan has proved multiple times that Fanny is a really easy comfort pick for them, so you don't want to give them that. Yeah.
Also, a Fanny and a Natalia pick. The split push was insane. It was so hard. It was so difficult to manage. So you might want to pick out heroes that can be very difficult to handle, to stop. Talking about, say, Harley, Gushan. Who else that is quite difficult to stop? That's, those that likes to hop around.
Interesting. Diggy gets removed away from this game. It looks like they're removing the silencers and the disables. Yeah. So I expect high CC team compositions coming out there for them, just making sure that it's either that or high CC specifically for Diggy to stop that counter. Right. And mages out there so Hellcat can't come in with assassination potential.
Right. And I mean, I definitely agree with you. So what do you think Louvre SG could go with? I mean, obviously by now, if they
need to remove. Wow, okay, so removing Hawkeye's Johnson away, leaving Gushan open. Martis is also available in this competition. Lancelot is there.
I mean, Martis has been picked recently as well, quite a few times, so
there's so many to choose from right now, and Team Saiyan really needs, airasia Saiyan really needs to pick wisely, because if they do pick up Martis, you have Gushan, Lancelot open on the other side as well for them to,
It's going to be an assassin's game, man, like we mentioned before.
Is a fighter more worth than 2 assassins? They are going to go with it. They're confident.
The hype of the new hero.
Okay, I have a question for you. If they remove the Johnson away, they take a big initiator out of the team. What else could airasia Saiyan go for? What are they comfortable with?
I mean, Hylos is also way up there, still really good, and this looks like they are hovering over there. Oh
my god.
So, going back to the same question I just asked like 30 seconds ago. Fighter for 2 assassins. We know we have seen lots of amazing Lancelot plays. We've seen a rise of him throughout. Gushan as well. Really flashy plays coming out.
I think a question here is that...
Wow.
If the... airasia Saiyan is well known for their assassin picks, right? So who else will know assassins better than them?
I don't think anyone. Not here at least.
So I'm not sure if the Gushan and the Lancelot pick is a good idea at this point.
I see, Pseudo, that you're bringing up your stats. Is there anything that you can tell us about why airasia Saiyan is doing this?
To be honest, really, allowing the assassins to be picked over there means that they're going to come in with either the double tank compositions with their massive healing coming in from support. So it's no surprise that Angela and Akai already are picked up. That's there. The disruption coming in from Akai, we have seen lots of good Akai plays coming out, will help them navigate the troubled waters of the double assassins. But adding Saber in and Jawhead does throw a wrench into the complications, because Jawhead can completely disrupt if throwing away Akai from a team fight. And Hylos is an amazing pickup to counter this, making sure they do not get the double tanks. They can respond with Lolita though.
To be honest with you, I am favoring Louvre SG's draft by a lot actually at this moment.
Minotaur could also be another pickup for them if they want to go in for extra, engage and CC.
But we haven't seen Minotaur so much. Actually, very little in the regular season. Do you think it's going to be brought up again?
Potentially, yes. But they are opting for more damage. So Harley being a good option, currently being considered for them. And Hayabusa. Okay, so still having a well-rounded team composition means that Hayabusa can be pushing, trying to assassinate some of the assassins. It's going to be the battle of the assassins that's there. Harley does really well with that, as to be doing that role. How will they round it up?
With
the saber. Oh yeah, that is
was
a quick one.
That was a very quick.
This is really
decision.
new coming from Louvre. You know, we've never seen any
Unpredictable.
lineup.
We
Yeah.
talked about this. They do want to go with the unpredictable moves, and you guys mentioned sometimes with your research, you would go in and they just pick out completely different heroes.
I think this is also coming down to how the picks and bans were going. You know, making sure that these 4 bans that were done meant that there's so many assassins. The top 3, you know, contested picks were made available. You know, force Saiyan to decide on Martis. If Martis does not show up right now, they are fault for losing the draft.
Exactly. So I think they really have to focus heavily on making sure that Martis gets all the gold that he needs, gets the damage that he needs. Because if that doesn't happen, I'm afraid the Lancelot and the Gushan are just going to be crazy. I mean, 2 assassins on the other side.
They need to stop the early game. They need to make sure that the aggression does not snowball out of hand. There's a lot of moving pieces in this puzzle.
But
I think Saiyan will be able to actually control the Lancelot and Gushan from, you know, getting overpowered and all that. So we are now going into the in-game. Oh, we have the hype from airasia Saiyan's crowd right here. They are on the blue side, and on the red side we do have Louvre SG. Well, it looks like Team airasia Saiyan will be very aggressive, like how they are always known, right? They are gonna try to get first blood, I guess, from the middle lane. It looks like
I think they're just going to be pushing out the middle lane for now, just to make sure that, you know, there's multiple members grouped up on they are able to support each other, while they have the other rest of the members making sure that, you know, the lanes, the jungle monsters are being taken away.
Well, yeah, they will try to take the buffs away and all that, but you know, that kind of just leaves Lancelot all alone up there, and Hayabusa will probably go against a dual lane alone. Well, are they gonna try to initiate a fight? I don't really know. What do you think airasia Saiyan is up to right now?
Well,
you know,
they're trying to find, you know, if there's anybody, you know, lagging, not lagging, as in anybody out of position. They do find one. If Tether does go out to Skyweed, that's high loss there that will be locked out. Oh, unfortunately, they will be able to stack up there. The flicker will still come through in the end. And oh my word, Skyweed will be the first one to fall down. That is Fredo that does take him down in the end.
Wow, that is amazing play by airasia Saiyan. You know, Louvre, they have a lot to do right now. They have a lot to catch up to airasia Saiyan. Looking at the goal, you know, at the moment, they are quite on par, but the last thing that they can afford is actually they should not leave Lancelot all alone up there in the top lane.
Well, they do have Harley there to decide if that is going to be the case, to deal with any aggression coming out. Turtle is coming up in 8 seconds. This is going to be the replay that had happened. So we are going to see how that kill did come out.
Well, Turtle is out now, and it looks like Louvre will try to get it. They do have a 4-man team over there, but I guess they will try to go and stop someone. Akai, Grypax on Akai.
Not
right
the
there.
right target, unfortunately. KYZ on Lancelot.
Well, what are they gonna do right now? It looks like they're quite,
Well, you do see that Loop, as his one member is out of position, which means that they do have the potential to come in here. It looks like Akai will be dead. Does get stolen away. Gardner does come in with a kill. They also get another kill onto Akai that's down onto 1 tank already. Now Hong is there joining the fray of the fight. Will it be enough? Skyway will be there. The triple win will come through. Will he be able to dash away? Yes, Fredo gets a double kill in the end. Now they can come in potentially on the other side. Gushan and Harley are still battling out, but it will be it in the end. Louvre SG managed to steal Turtle away, but still lose more members in the ensuing fight after it.
Was that even a worthy exchange just for a Turtle at this early, especially, you know, for such core heroes to go down? I think that's very risky. And, you know, Harley could have just popped in and killed more, but fortunately for Team Louvre SG, they do manage to get away with less damage done by airasia Saiyan. And it kind of feels like Louvre is back to their trend again. You know, they're scattered, they're indecisive, and that would be quite damaging for the team in the long run, because looking at airasia Saiyan's lineup, late game, they can be very, very scary.
They can be really scary, that is true. I mean, Martis just needs a Bloodlust Axe and, you know, to really get himself going, but will he actually find that? We will have to see. We're going to see that the head does get used. The ring does get tossed down there. Skyway now is in a little bit of trouble. Does get pushed back. Now KYZ, they will be able to escape the jaws of death this time around.
That was a very nice out by Akai right there. Unfortunately, they will try to go in again. Hylos nearly goes down, and they will try to go for Lancelot.
They lose and they will be able to fight in the end. One last hit. There's a Mega Kill coming out. Fredo doing so much work on the Angela 401.
Wow, Fredo is really amazing. He's living up to his name as Angela
Royal
right now.
ZY being caught out again. Does get taken down this time by Rush.
Wow. It looks like this is going to be quite a fast game for Asia Saiyan. Louvre is going down. They need to do something. This is their problem right there.
Turtle is up now. Looks like they still will be pressuring the top tower, but they should be able to rotate down towards the next objective and contest that out. Louvre is falling behind. They are just about 3,000 gold behind. And, you know, this early deficit for their assassins means that it's going to be slightly tougher as they transition into that middle game. Already starting out onto Turtle there is saiyan. This is that replay of the kill back up top.
Wow. Fredo on Angela, I think that's really amazing, but I think they will try to go.
Back to live action. Turtle's about to be taken. Gripex needs to be cautious. Will push them back away. Angela does pop back inside, but no, not final bits in the end. It was only the shield, but does get removed. Turtle does get taken, and AirAsia saiyan moves forward. Harley gets another kill. Martish comes in with the clap back. And now we're going to find KYZ, but that's going to be taken down. There's a double kill that's there. Done by Rush on their Harley. Looks like we'll be locked down there. Fredo still fighting enemies. CZ will throw him back to safety.
Wow. They are already showing us that their lineup is actually quite solid and they do know what they are doing. So it's very impressive. It looks like Louvre, you know, it's either you do or die right now. You should really try to control the damage coming from Asia.
It's 5,000 lead. It's not just controlling the damage. They need to play smarter, allow auto turrets to be taken first. And start to group up for the right fights.
For Lancelot and Gushan, I think they need a lot more space to gather their items. And that will take some time, but I guess Harley is just going to try to poke them a bit more so that they will stay poor and they will be able to get this clean sweep easily just like that.
Well, we'll have to find out. It's 6 minutes and 20 seconds into the game right now. 6,000 goal lead, so the goal is still building into their favor. CZ and Gripex meet each other, but will it be enough? Will Akai use his ultimate? Rush is dead. There are multiple members. Good flicker away. The damage will not ensue and he will escape with his life this time around.
Wow. It looks like it will be a probably 10 minutes game. If, you know, they're going to try to get high loss right there. Sky, we might go down very quickly with the help of Angela right there, but CZ comes in to distract and the gank will stop right there. Hayabusa is all alone.
Oh, but Jahan is there. Angela is on him. Looks like this will turn around really badly for it. Hog will get taken down. Does get pushed back by Akai. And Akai Gripex there, making sure there's enough space for his team to breathe. Logan is waiting in the frame, potentially for a dive in the air. There's still the 3 members. The knockup is good. Will the follow-up be enough though? It's under turret right now. The Chains of Love will be fighting out. Martin gets another kill. Hayabusa continues with it, and Royal ZY now will get taken down. That's another double kill. But Jaha doing really well on the other side, and Harley taking out the top turret as well. Means that they're only getting objectives on the top lane, the bottom lane, and now onto Lord as well.
Wow. Asia, they're already keeping me. I'm so speechless at this point. The crowd is going crazy. The fights are insane, you know. Gripex is actually proving himself to be one of the greatest Akai I've ever seen.
Yep. I mean, on top of this, we talked about them having flawless games, them showing, you know, really well how they do it. So far, this has been quite a classic example. This is now 11,000. What a huge lead going up there in the last 5 minutes. The cards does get thrown out, unfortunately. That wall of shield in terms of high loss will stop the aggression moving forward. Lord gets spawned in the top lane.
Well, this is Martis' very first appearance and he's already making lots of big shouts, you know, great ganks, you know, and all his stunts and all that. It's very useful for team fights.
He has been using his immunity well. He has been using, you know, that the knockback pretty well as well. Oh gosh.
Oh, things are gonna look. It's either Saiyan, they will try to get more kills.
They still are split pushing. Hayabusa is in their bottom lane. CZ might get taken out over here. We already do see that, you know, Angela's ultimate does get used onto Rush. will save him out in the end. They do take out yet another turret. Lord now is officially here. Gripek jumps forward. He will turn on his ultimate. Skywing completely pushed away there. He managed to flicker forward back. The bottom is also been taken down here. Will it be enough? Fajar does take it. Back up in the top lane. It looks like it was taken as well. Lord is on the main base. In fact, it will be it. Fajar will be able to get out another kill as well. Martins gets another one and they will back away. They managed to save it up. But fortunately, the whole base is in shambles, completely blown wide open. This is sub 10 minutes and they still potentially end it out there. They will be able to do it. They will be able to. We're going to see the mega kill that's there. Once it go in, that is a wipeout just before the end.
Oh, that was an insane play by
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero?